Good morning. It's Monday, the last Monday of March. And you know, I'm very sad. You'll probably feel it in my voice. Mark and I lost our kitty Sarah yesterday morning. She died peacefully in her sleep. She was 17 years old. And we're celebrating her transition for her journey because she was getting quite old. But you know, the sadness, the missing 17 years. That's a long relationship, a long animal relationship. So now I'm going to move on. I'm going to talk about this morning. Years ago, a client said to me, a client suffering from extreme depression and friend, was trying to explain to me what he felt like. I have not experienced tremendous amounts of depression. They've been, I've experienced them, but they're not debilitating and they're not long. And so he was trying to explain to me what it felt like, and this has always stuck with me. He said, Nancy, imagine sitting on a couch with no arms and no legs, and everybody's telling you, get up. And, you know, I was really quiet because, you know, literally, I took that in viscerally. I felt that. Sitting with no arms and no legs, and everyone's telling you to get up. And I could feel that deeply, and it's always, I felt it helped me understand depression until about a year ago on YouTube. I ran into a young Australian man, and perhaps some of you have seen his videos. His name is Nick, can't say it, Fushitic, and he was born with no arms and no legs. And, you know, he is now an inspirational speaker. He's somewhere in his late 20s. He travels around the world. He's been to lots of countries. His website is on this email, but for those of you on YouTube, right below in the description is his website. It's attitudeisaltitude.com, and there's some videos on there and his life story on there. And so here is this boy. He golfs. He surfs, he swims, he, you know, goes around and speaks. And he starts out by telling his audience that he was lying down and couldn't get up and couldn't get up. And he'd try and he'd try and he'd try and he couldn't do it. But he never stopped trying until one day he did it. And that remarkable event was the beginning of this transformation. I personally believe he's, of course, a master and a very old soul. And he literally came to embody depression, victimhood, feeling sorry for yourself, and shifting it. But he didn't just shift it with here's the thing I understand. He didn't just shift it with a affirmation. I can do anything. I know I can do this. He went through his feelings. As a young boy in school, he was terribly depressed. He was very sad that he didn't have the arms to hug someone, the legs to carry him. And of course, he felt different and ostracized. But he went through those feelings. He didn't block them. That's what depression is. Depression is blocked feelings. Feelings that you don't want to, don't know how to, are afraid to allow them to move. So your mental body literally pushes them, depresses them into your physical bodies until it feels like a weight that you literally cannot move. There goes my husband again. He walks by every time I'm doing a video, and my dog. Anyway, so where I'm going with this is that I would like you all to click on the link, go to his website, watch the reaction of the people he's talking to. They are in tears. They're in tears of joy. For a lot of young people he addresses, they don't feel they fit in. They're too skinny. They're too fat. Older people, they don't make enough money. They don't have a good enough job. Their friends don't like them. They have, I don't know, cellulite, whatever your issue is. You've lost someone, you're grieving, and you just are so inspired by the truth of this man in every way. So this one, I'm not going to say a whole lot more, but this definitely plugs into depression. So if you're sitting there, no matter what state you're in, if you're sitting there and you feel like my client did, that you have no arms and no legs and everyone's yelling at you to get up, well, go through the emotions, allow them to happen. The energy of emotions create the change. Certainly did for this man, and it's very inspiring. Have a great Monday. Pass this one on. Check on the Egypt trip, still room, and we'll see you again next week.